This is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Reflection, 22nd Sunday in Ordinary Time, Year C. Luke 14, 1, 7 to 14. The power of humility. A sage or wise man spent long years in penance and meditation in order to acquire great power. One day he was sitting in meditation under a tree. A bird came and pooped on him. He looked at the bird in anger, and it was burnt to ashes. The sage was overjoyed for achieving the purpose of his penance. Now he had the power of life and death over other living beings. Everyone should do what he wanted. The sage was hungry and came out of the forest. There was a hut nearby. He called, but no one came out. He waited impatiently. Finally, the lady came out and begged forgiveness for the delay. The sage lost his temper and gave the lady an angry look. He wished her dead for keeping him waiting. But nothing happened. The lady calmly said, "I am not a bird to be burned to ashes by your anger. It can't be called wisdom. Do you know why your power had no effect on me? When you called, I was attending on my husband, which was my first duty. Your power can do no harm to me when I am doing this duty." The sage realized his mistake. His penance had not made him wise, but only made him proud and arrogant. As Jesus was dining with the religious leaders, he taught them an important quality of a disciple: humility. When you are invited to a wedding banquet, do not recline at table in the place of honor. A more distinguished guest than you may have been invited by him, and the host who invited both of you may approach you and say, "Give your place to this man," and then you would proceed with embarrassment to the lowest place. Rather, when you are invited, go and take the lowest place, so that when the host comes to you, he may say, "My friend, move up to a higher position." Then you will enjoy the esteem of your companions at the table. Jesus pointed out that a person gained more honor through humility. What is humility? First, humility is learned from Jesus. It is the only virtue Jesus used to describe himself. In Matthew 11:29, he said, "Learn from me, for I am meek and humble of heart." Humility is how we respond like Jesus to the inconvenient situations, trials, criticisms, insults, and disappointments in our lives. Second, always consider others as better than you. You are where you are, not only because of your endeavor, but because God used others to get you there. You are enjoying many good things that you did not invent. Hence, be humble. You are not that great. Be generous in giving compliments to others. Third, be secure on who you are. Psychologist Eugene Sagan coined a term, pathological critic, to describe the inner voice that attacks and judges us. It compares us with others, to their achievements, abilities, and sadly finds us wanting. When we listen to this critic, our self-esteem is damaged. We become more insecure. We cope by achieving more, aspiring for positions, and looking for recognition. We want to be proud of ourselves, but it is just a cover-up for our insecurities. Bottom line, if we are humble, we don't need to prove ourselves. Humility will empower us not only to be our real selves, but will eliminate a lot of stress in our lives because We don't need to prove and brag ourselves, but exalt only God.